we have discussed on the basic cubes. We have worked on star schema, and we have worked on snowflake schema, and also we have worked on so we have worked on these topics, that is working on star schema, and we have worked on snowflake schema, and also we have seen that adding new dimensions to the cube and adding new columns to the cube. So in this section now, still now, we shall have that pending, the project pending, and we shall work on MDX today, and hopefully by tomorrow or day after tomorrow, no, that is by tomorrow or next session, no, we shall continue the project. So before that, now we shall work on MDX today, MDX queries, because few people was asking videos yesterday, so we want to work on MDX. So we shall work on basic queries on MDX. From there, no, we shall work on other functions. So now, no, okay. So these are the functions now we shall work on. So I will just take out those functions, and let me just first document it. So basic MDX queries. And so these are the basic MDX functions. So we shall discuss one by one. So before going to MDX queries, so you already know that it's a multi-dimensional representation. So we'll have both the rows and columns. So when we go with the first query, so DAX query, I guess Dinesh will discuss on DAX queries. So myself, I will be only discussing with MDX queries. So in interviews, you should not tell like you doesn't know, you are not aware of MDX, but you should tell like these are the functions I have used. And also when you are discussing, when we are taking or retrieving data from cubes, always when we go with the SSRS or when we go with the Excel sheet or whatever, internally MDX is generated. MDX codes is generated. So we need to check that MDX queries in order to that is understand how those MDX queries generates in SSRS. We could see lots of queries. We will just when we are going with the project now, I have just skipped that MDX and I have just clicked on next and I have gone inside. But this time when we complete this session and again we are yet to complete part 9 and part 10, that time I know we will just include we will take the query out and we will debug what is there inside. So when we are done with this session, you can easily be able to understand what is written inside that MDX codes. Okay, so this is the AdventureWorks sample view, which is from Microsoft. So you can download it from net or you can get it from me, and you can put your usernames, passwords, and you can have your you can just insert it in your thing, and you can execute it. Once executed, you will have this queue created. Once it is created, you can just use it. You can use it for data retrieval. So first, I am taking this query, that is select, measure, customer count, measure, retrieval count, customer count, internet order count, 0. These measures are for rows and this measure is for columns. So I'm going to compile it. So measure is on columns, 0 is for columns, and 1 represent rows. If you are just putting as 1 and 0, so this will be reversed. Got it? So always 0 refers to columns. So 1 refers to rows. So here I am going to just change it to 0 and 1. So now I can just see here the query is like 0, which is representing the column, and 1, which is representing the rows. So now I am just changing it from select measure on 0. This is measure, and these are all the, you could see that the measure which is having here. So the customer count, so we could see that internet customers, the customer count is here, and internet order count is here inside this one. So the sales channel, it's a dimension. So the sales channel is here. So we could see that the sales channel which is taken up here. So now what I'm planning to do is I'm going to change it as a column. So again there is the same output. So always 0 represents columns and 1 represents rows. So now I'm going to reverse it. So again here now we have the same output as, so we can also represent zeros and ones inside MDX, and now we could take the data in form of the rows and columns, that is we'll have a multi-dimensional array of objects inside that query. So now we shall go to the next one. So here, so I'm using a where class select from cube name. So where measure reseller sales amount. So reseller sales amount, it's having like 480, 450. So the same amount is there. So I want to just build down the checkout mode. So here we have a calendar year, and we have product category and category. This is on columns and this is on rows from Adventure Works. So here we have the calendar year, calendar. So on this product categories and final categories. So this is the output. Here we have from Adventure Works directly. So we'll just check out the next query. So the same query, but we have given as non-empty from Adventure Works. So where internet sales amount, it will take that records. So I'm going to execute it. So here we have the same query. But there is no empty rows which is inside. So here it doesn't have any data for year 2010, but the year is there inside the query, but there is no data inside, measure inside. But when we go with non-empty, will not have those things which is nulls. Okay, that null values will be removed. So this is only the internet sales amount values. So here we have some nulls inside. What this nulls know, it is inside 2005, but we have values for bytes and then we have values for all products. So we shall move on to the next query, that is select date from this quarter to this quarter. If we have this colon now, it will take from that quarter to the next quarter. So there is no values inside. So I'm going to have it as 2008, sorry, 2006 or 5, wherever we have data. So let me have it as 2006. So we have data Q1, Q2, Q3. Suppose if we giving this, then what is the output we can expect? It can be 3. So we'll have the output until 2000 Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q1, Q2, Q3. So everything will have data. So until from this to that, based on the reseller sales amount. So this is the semicolon, right? So colon. So this colon now, which is used to retrieve the records for the quarters. If it is quarter, then it is quarter. If it is that is, if it is the month, no, then just take the months out. If it is years, or if it is a half yearly period, then we'll take the half yearly period out. So whatever hierarchy we give now, that hierarchy will be drilled down and it will just show the results as.
Can you use this column only for hierarchies or
Normally we use only for hierarchies. So next one. So the same function I am going to write it in a different way. But here we have lead function. So lead and lag function we are going to work on. So we are going to lead it for. Here we have Q3 2003. There is no data inside. So I'm going to change it to 2006. And we are going to change it to 2006. So here 2006. But here we have the function lead of 2. We have, so I'm going to select it. So when I select now, we have Q1 2007, Q3 2006. So we have reseller sales amount. This is Q1 and this is Q3. Q3 is correct, but Q1, this query now, it's leading to quarters, or it will lead to half yearly. If you are putting as 3, then what will be the output? And if you are planning to execute, so the output would be 2007 Q2. So because now this is Q3, Q4, Q1, Q2. So 2007. So the lead function is the one which can lead the hierarchies, which can just go positive beyond hierarchies. And if we want to have a negative sign, we can just go with -3. So it will lag out. So you will have, should lag 3 quarters. So Q3, Q2, Q1, and Q4 2005. Because here we see now 2006 is there. So it's lagging, it's leading, but leading in backward direction. So the same function now I'm going to write it in a different way, but this time I'm going to use the lag function. So the lag function is going to do the same thing. Oh, sorry. It's a lag function. Yeah, lag function. So you already know that this lag function would lag these quarters. So Q3, it's going to lag two things backwards. That is Q2 and Q1. So it's just lagging two quarters, and we have Q1 coming here, and Q3. So this is the normal series. Now it occurs, but when I put -2, so minus and minus is going to be plus. So this will just go forward. So we'll have Q3, which is going to have Q4 and Q1 with two positive values. So like if you are going to change as -4 or -5, so it's going to get a positive results. So it's going to be always positive here. So this is all about the lead function and lag function, which we have put it here. So let me just make a definition out here for empty and non-empty. So this lead and lag function, we'll just make a definition out here. So if you're having half yearly, so this is the calendar semester. So we have calendar semester. So it will behave accordingly. What's the number? So
First line is incorrect. Select.
oh, no values. Okay. So minus is like it should display date, calendar, date, calendar. Oh, okay.
It's like
So this time we will get the results. So we have the H1 on C6. So it's minus and minus would become plus, and it would advance to four hierarchies, that is 6, 2, 7, 8, and H1, 8. Okay, so H2, 7, H1, 7, H2, 8, H1. So it stands here. So similarly, this behaves. So if you are not having this one, then you can just copy this. So this would tell that, so that query only stands here. This query lags to 4 quarters past, four semesters past. So we can just check out from these hierarchies which we have put in our cube. So those hierarchies which we have developed in our cubes now can be used here. So now we shall go for parent and child relations. So now we can go with this query. So here we have, so now we can have the customer geography. Customer geography. So here, country, France, and children's for children. So here we'll have what is there inside that France, that is under France, what are all the states. So that is the first children of country France.
then first does not hierarchy. The condition for the second hierarchy is setting the children account only for the second hierarchy.
No, children, no, like it is going to come below that, that is it will display the first thing. Children provide cities inside France. So as of now, we have seen states. So we are changing Australia instead of France. So the states like Victoria, like South Australia, Queensland, like New South Wales. So everything exists, and we have all these data which is captured here. So now we know, like if we are going with the United States, then we will have first hierarchy for this thing, that is
We need citizens, we need to give children not children.
yeah, we come next to it. So this is the query for taking the first state, that is first first hierarchy out. So we are going with the children. So second thing, that is when we go with the next query. So before this, we'll see the member functions. Members. So select internet sales amount, customer geography, customers, and I'm going to just display the members. So it's going to take what are all the values, who are all the person who has took internet orders. So customer geography. Inside these members, no? All customers inside this countries no exist. Members inside the countries exist. So whoever has ordered through internet, no, all values is being retrieved. So the next query, we will take the so now we are going to check out from member. So internet sales amount on columns, customers, customer geography, customer, crystal. So he is a customer and we are going to take that customer alone. The value for that customer alone is $60. He has ordered in internet. So instead of members will take all data. So instead of member, if you are getting your names, no, we'll have that name alone. What's the total tax paid or what is the total thing which is being processed. So we take that values and now we are going to take the so children. So there is no children here for crystal sun. So crystal sun is the final thing. So there is no children. So now coming to the parent. So we have the parent hierarchy. So what is the parent? So this member, this from which postal code? First parent produces the postal code. So this works out for the first parent. This is the what is the internet sales for that postal code. So this will provide what is the total tax paid for the city. So this is for the city, and we are going with those hierarchies. So city, state, country. So what is the total tax for France and what is the total tax paid by Crystal Zan? So for comparison, no, we use this like what is the how much Sachin has contributed for entire India? Like how much is the tax paid by Sachin Tendulkar or very high shots like Amitabh Bachchan? What is the tax paid by them? Out of what is the total tax paid by India? What is the tax paid by Reliance Ambani? And what is the total tax paid by entire India? So those ratios, they will have it. Like what is the tax paid by Reliance out of what is the total tax paid by entire India. So he will be contributing like 5% of the total tax paid across India. Like what is the total paid? If 1000 rupees, 100 rupees was the total tax paid, Reliance would contribute 5% out of 100. Tata would contribute 5 or 6% out of 100. So to compare those now, they use these things like these queries to have a faster retrieval of records. Like what is the total tax paid out of what is the this company's tax paid out of total tax paid immediately. Like we can just visualize it. So next. So now we shall go for ancestors query. So we shall make out the. So when you answer interviews, so you should tell that you have used like first or basic query like rows and columns differentiate பண்ணிட்டு we use zeros and we use ones for rows and columns identification and whenever we have empties to those for both rows and column groups, no, we use non-empty functions to remove those non-empty rows, and we have also used like lag function, read functions, and to advance to hierarchy or to just come back towards hierarchy. Now we use those functions, and we use parent-child relations to check out the to find out the ratio between the child and the topmost parent to check out the ratio or to check out the ratio values to rationalize the child across parents. We use parent-child relations to cross-cut the values, and we will check out those data. Stop viewing to tell in that way. That like MDX, a few people know 99% of the people doesn't know what is MDX queries. Even though they might work in queues, they will just go with SSAS and they will just skip on next and they will just move on to SSRS window. That's it. It doesn't work on MDX. That is out of just in crazy in normal interviews now. We used to take like out of 100 or if 50 or 60 people comes to interview, just maybe 5 or 6 people would have worked in SSAS. That too in SSAS one or two will be working on MDX. Just one or two. Others, other 4 5 people, they know what they know to work on cubes. That's it, and they just work on adding dimensions and adding columns to the cube. That's it, and they just move on to SSRS reports and take reports and upload out. That's it. So they doesn't work on just one or two. Very few work on MDX queries. So you should not leave those gaps when you answer the interviews. So you should also just tell those things to these functions you have used. And you also need to tell the DAX functions. DAX functions I have not used, but you should ensure that you tell those things as well. You have used DAX queries as well when you answer interviews. So we will just make out the definition and we will move on to the next. Will come next. So we'll take some break and we'll be back, okay? So this is the ancestor function. So in ancestor function, when we execute it, like we have so instead of giving double parents or those ancestor, this command 2 would provide ancestor like two things up like 1, 2. So it will provide the state, internet states, and when we give us read. So we have this 4. It will picture the country, France. So ancestor column Mr. Sir, comma 4, comma that hierarchy would provide ancestor of those. And now we shall move on to the next one. So ascendant. So ascendant. So ascendance is like it will provide what is the sales of that, what is the sales of their pin code, their city, their state, and their country. So it will provide hierarchies across 5 groups. 1 second. Ascendants. So here we have Mr. pin code, or city, brands, and all customers. So these are all the things here we have. So difference between ancestors and ascendants. So it will give only the value, sales value of the account. But here ascendants gives the sales value for the entire hierarchy. Now it's going to be a mixture between the parent and child. So we are just going one step above and one step backwards. So when we are blocking this, we could see that is we have the sales amount. So when we go with parent and when we block this, we will have the sales amount, that is their postal code sales amount. So when we are just running this child, so in that case it's going to show what is the parent. It will go one step above, and what are the childs inside the postal code. It's going to display the tax values of those. So parent dot parent. So you already know that what it's going to display. So it will go until city and it will just display what are all the values inside city. So when I just run this code, now you can see that the
parent is just contact to parent
okay. So what is one? Okay.
city, then it means that parent.
You got it right. So it's this way. So parent dot parent dot parent. So postal code, city, state, under state. What is the? It's their childs. So it is displayed like this. So if you want to just check out what are the values inside that child, dot child, then you should provide those values under the city. So we'll have oh, after this we cannot control this like that. So we'll check out how we can use the next one. So here the next query. So we have what is this ancestry function we have used. So it's going to just check out how many values at this level 4. So same thing. We have just ancestors, this comma, this. So if this is the number which is provided, so we can just, so I'm planning to provide descendant of it. So the descendant of the same values across this hierarchy is being listed out. Let's put it this way. So we have until city, I guess. So in this city, so it has tracked out all those employees, all those people who has made internet sales in that city, that descendant function. So descendant function has produced all those values inside. உங்களுக்கு child dot child and போட்டு எடுத்து issue got explain டப்புள்னு சொல்லி issue அடிச்சிச்சுல அந்த டப்புள் issue ரெக்டிஃபை பண்றதுக்காக descendant function போட்டு உள்ளுக்கு அடியில் உள்ள hierarchies எல்லாத்தையும் எடுத்து வெளியில தூக்கி போடுறேன். Got it right? So instead of this state province, if you are trying to put country, then we will get the values under that country. France, right? So in Mr. Zangoda country, இதோட சேர்த்து descendant function use பண்ணோம்னா so the values of the tax paid for every individual கீழ லெவல்ல வரைக்கும் காட்டிடும். So this is the values for country level data inside this, and this is the oh, பண்ணலாம். So this is state level tax rate. So here increment sales amount, B descendant, bikes, accessories, clothing, accessories, clothing. So we have lots of elements here. So in this we have B descendant on rows. So B descendant is like so I guess this is inside the uh, uh, category, subcategory. So B descendant is like I guess R M T T H. In some model it has been manipulated. I don't know, like descendant. Let me just report it descending order. A B C, but when B descendant, it's an ascending. It should be an ascending order. Okay, let me check out and let you know. So as of now, just you can go with the values for the first one from order to measure descending order of the okay, measure is being set as the descending order. So when we take with the ascending order, yes, measure no, it is in the entire thing no, it is in the ascending order, in the descending order, I guess. இது எது ascending order descending order? ascending தானே இது? Descending. Okay, I guess B descending no, it is taking across other groups as well, I guess, because when we give descending no, it is taking from in the தனித்தனியா பிரிச்சிடலாம், accessories தனியா, அப்புறம் bikes தனியா, clothing தனியா பிரிச்சிடலாம், பிரிச்சுட்டு பண்றோம். So when we just remove this, then it should be normal ascending order. Ascending order. So B பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ascending order வந்துருக்கு. So B descendனா descending order தான் நான் யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கிறேன்.
B descending.
Sorry, B. So descending order. So these queries now. We can take this forward. Now we shall go for KPIs. So before going to KPIs, we need to check out. We have a separate session for KPIs, but we'll go with the 4 major things. KPI values. Status trend. So KPI values is the KPI goals. Status is like the difference between value na actual value. நீங்க வந்து ஒரு டார்கெட் செட் பண்றாங்க, நீங்க வந்து இத்தனை டெவலப்மெண்ட் முடிக்கணும்னு சொல்றாங்க, ஒரு 3 டெவலப்மெண்ட் முடிக்கணும்னு சொல்றாங்க, 3 இது டார்கெட் செட் பண்றாங்க. வேல்யூங்கிறது நீங்க வந்து 3 முடிச்சிட்டீங்க, 3 வந்து உங்களுக்கு வேல்யூ நீங்க 4 முடிச்சிருக்கீங்க, 4 டெவலப்மெண்ட் முடிச்சிருக்கீங்க. உங்க டார்கெட் வந்து வருஷத்துல வந்து 3 முடிக்கணும்னு சொல்லி target, you have exceeded the target, not a problem. KPI statusங்கிறது the ratio between value 4, ஆனா உங்க டார்கெட் வந்து 3 தான், நீங்க 4 முடிச்சிட்டீங்க. ஸோ அப்படிங்கிறப்ப you are in status வந்து up statusல இருக்கீங்க. ஆனா ட்ரெண்ட் என்ன பண்ணுவானுங்க, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் ஓகே, அடுத்த வருஷம் என்ன பண்ணிடுவானுங்க, ட்ரெண்டில் வந்து போன வருஷம் நீ வந்து 4க்கு 5 முடிச்சிருந்த, ஆனா இந்த வருஷம் நீங்க 4 தான் முடிச்சிருந்தேன்னு சொல்லி அப்படியே சில கை வச்சிருவாங்க. ஒன்று போன வருஷத்தோட கம்பேர் பண்ண, போன வருஷத்துக்கு இந்த வருஷம் நீ சரியில்லைப்பா அப்படின்னு சொல்லி இது பண்ணிடுவாங்க. ஆனா அதே நேரத்துல வந்து அதையும் நீங்க வந்து தாண்டி இது பண்ணீங்கன்னா அடுத்தவனோட கம்பேர் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிருவாங்க. அடுத்த வந்து டார்கெட்டுக்கு வந்து அவன் 12 முடிச்சுட்டான், நீ என்ன முடிச்சிருக்கிற, நீ 5 தான் முடிச்சிருக்க, உன்னோட டார்கெட் 3, அதனால தப்பா செட் பண்ணோம், நீ வந்து உன்னோட இது வந்து அவனோட பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் கம்மியாக இருக்குது அப்படின்னு எதையாவது சொல்லி இது பண்ணிடுவாங்க. பட் நம்மளுக்கு KPI நம்ம கான்செப்ட் பொறுத்த அளவுக்கு வந்து KPIஸில் வந்து ஸ்டேட்டஸில் த ரேஷியோ பிட்வீன் வேல்யூ அண்ட் கோல் அது வந்து அப்பு. ரெண்டாவது ட்ரெண்ட். இந்த வருஷத்தோடதும் ப்ரீவியஸ் இயரோட வேல்யூ செக் பண்ணுறது. அதான் வந்து ட்ரெண்டு. ஸோ ரெண்டுலேயுமே அப்பார்ட். இதுதான் அப்ரைசரில் கேல்குலேட் பண்ணுறது. இதே தான் கால்குலேட் பண்ணுவாங்க. நீங்கள் இந்த அப்ரைசல்னா இட் டசன்ட் ஒரு மனுஷனோட அப்ரைசல்னு இல்லை, கம்பெனியோட அப்ரைசலாக இருக்கட்டும், எதாக இருக்கட்டும், ஸ்டேட்டஸ் போன குவார்ட்டருக்கு உன்னோட கோல் வந்து இத்தனை சேல்ஸு. அது ரைமண்ட் கம்பெனி இருக்கலாம். அவன் வந்து Q3 ரிசல்ட்ஸில் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு அமௌண்ட் கொடுத்துருக்கோம். Q4 ரொம்ப கம்மியாக கொடுப்போம். ஸோ அவன் வந்து எப்படின்னா Q4ஐயும் Q3யும் கம்பேர் பண்ணக்கூடாது. Q3னா அவனுக்கு தீபாவளி இருக்கும், கிறிஸ்மஸ் இருக்கும், ரம்ஜான் இருக்கும், எல்லா ஃபங்க்ஷன்ஸும் இருக்கும். அப்போ அவனோட சேல்ஸ் அதிகமாக தான் ஆகும். Q4 என்ன ஆகும்? ஜனவரி, பிப்ரவரி, மார்ச்சில் அந்த அளவுக்கு அவனுக்கு சேல்ஸ் இருக்காது. அந்த ஏப்ரலுக்கு மேலே தான் அந்த ஸ்கூல் சேல்ஸ் வரும். ஸோ Q4 வந்து எப்போ கம்பேர் பண்ணால் Q4ஐயும் ப்ரீவியஸ் இயர் Q4ஐயும் தான் கம்பேர் பண்ணும். அதை விட Q3யும் Q4ஐயும் கம்பேர் பண்ணக்கூடாது. அவனுக்கு வந்து அந்த தீபாவளி சீசனில் அதிகமான சேல்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஸோ அந்த சேல்ஸையும் இந்த சேல்ஸையும் கம்பேர் பண்ணக்கூடாது. ஸோ Q4ஐயும் போன வருஷம் Q4ஐயும் கம்பேர் பண்ணுவோம். ஸோ அந்த டைமில் ட்ரெண்டை யூஸ் பண்ணிப்பாங்க. ஸ்டேட்டஸ் வந்து டார்கெட்டையும் வேல்யூவையும் சிங்க் ஆகிறது வந்து ஸ்டேட்டஸ். ட்ரெண்டு வந்து இட் ஷுட் பி பேஸ்ட் ஆன் ப்ரீவியஸ் இயர்ஸ் வேல்யூ அண்ட் கரண்ட் இயர் வேல்யூ. ஓகே, அந்த பிஸ்னஸ் ஏத்தாப்புல நம்ம மாறிக்கிறோம். பிஸ்னஸ் ஏத்தாப்புல we need to mold our things. So this is all about KPIs. இப்போ வந்து நம்ம can go பண்ணுவோம். So gross profit margin. So here accessories 2006 gross profit margin, product margin goal. இது வந்து status. Margin வந்து 30%, goal வந்து அந்த 4% attain ஆகிட்டானா இல்லையான்னு சொல்லி it's attained. So it's the status is 1. இங்கே bikes 0.12 target, அதாவது கோல் வந்து 0.12, 12.31% அடிச்சிட்டான். ஸோ அந்த 0.12 கிராஸ் ஆகி போயிட்டான். ஸோ இங்கே வந்து கோல் வந்து 0.2, அதாவது 0.2னா 20% பண்ணணும். பட் அவன் வந்து க்ளோத்திங்கில் வந்து -5% அடிக்கிறான். லாஸ் ஆகிருக்கு. -5% அடிக்கிறான். அப்படிங்கிறப்ப -1. இன்னொன்று 10% டார்கெட்டு. ஆனால் என்ன பண்ணுறான், 10% டார்கெட்டு 0.1, 10% இஸ் டார்கெட், பட் 8.9% அந்த ரேஞ்சில் நிற்கிறான். ஸோ அப்படிங்கிறப்ப ஒரு த்ரெஷோல்டு வச்சுருப்போம். லைக் 10னா வந்து ஓகே, லைக் 10 to 8, ஸோ 0. அந்த 8க்கு கீழே குறைஞ்சிட்டான்னா மைனஸ் காட்டிடுவாங்க. ஸோ அந்த ஒரு பார்டர் லெவலில் இருக்கிறதுனால ரீச் 0. அதை வந்து உள்ளுக்க நம்ம ஃபார்முலாவில் உள்ளுக்க வைக்கணும். அந்த ஃபார்முலா செட் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. we will see that in a separate KPI sessions later. Okay, so these are all DMT scores. இதை எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணிங்கன்னா ஆனால் வந்து செஷன்ஸ் வந்து நம்ம லேட்டராக பார்ப்போம். ஸோ just see this. ஸோ இங்கே இருக்கு we have both status and trend. இது வந்து 2006க்கு, இது வந்து 2007க்கு. ஸோ 2006ல் வந்து ஆக்சுவல் டார்கெட் ஸ்டேட்டஸ் ட்ரெண்ட், ஆக்சுவல் டார்கெட் ஸ்டாட்டஸ் ட்ரெண்ட். This is for 2007, this is for 2006. So 40% target achieved. Trend வந்து 0. இங்கேயும் ஆக்சுவல் வந்து 29%, டார்கெட் வந்து 40%, -1. Trend வந்து -1. இங்கே வந்து 0, trend வந்து -1. இங்கே வந்து இங்கே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இங்கே -1. ஸோ ட்ரெண்டு 0. இங்கே பார்த்தீங்க இதுக்கு 0னா ஃபஸ்ட் இயர், 2006 தான் ஃபஸ்ட் இயர். அதனால அவனால் இது கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியாது. இது ட்ரெண்ட், அதனால எல்லாத்துலேயுமே 0 வந்துச்சு கொடுக்குறாங்க. ஸோ செகண்ட் இயரில் அவனால் ட்ரெண்ட் கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியும். ட்ரெண்டுனா you should check previous years value. Status, இந்த இடத்துல வந்து ஸ்டேட்டஸ் வந்து பாசிட்டிவ் அச்சீவ் பண்ணிட்டான். ஆனால் இங்கே 20 -1 இருக்கு. பரவாயில்ல, எதுவும் மாற்றி போட்டுருக்காங்க போல. So we will discuss, okay? இப்போதைக்கு you should understand it. So இங்கே வந்து ட்ரெண்ட் வந்து இட்ஸ் 12.2%. ஸோ இங்கே வந்து 1 இருக்கு, ஸ்டேட்டஸ் 1 இருக்கு, ட்ரெண்ட் 1 இருக்கு, நார்மல். பட் இந்த இடம் மட்டும்தான் ஏதோ we need to check out that one, because when compared to previous year, this time the progress is good, but still the trend is -1. I don't know how it's getting compared. So we need to check it out. இதுக்கு அங்கே உள்ள கோட்ல எழுதியிருக்காங்க, we'll check out. ஸோ இங்கே தான் ஃபார்முலாஸ். ஸோ டார்கெட்டுக்கு ஃபார்முலாஸ் போட்டுருக்குறாங்க. ஸோ டார்கெட் வந்து எப்போ ஒன்றா இருக்கும்னா greater than 95% இருக்கும்போது 1, less than 95 to 70 இருக்கும்போது 0, அதுவும் கம்மியாக இருந்துச்சுன்னா -1. ஸோ status is 1, this is fine. So target is here, this is KPI status, okay. இது உங்களுக்கு query அங்கே cube ஜென்ரேட் ஆகுது. ஸோ இதுவும் ஒரு சின்ன இந்த கோடு தான். ஸோ it is just displaying what is the sales amount in terms of euros. இதை வந்து ஒன்றுக்கு போட்டு கொடுக்குது. That's it. So we have a separate KPI session. We'll have a separate KPI session. There we will discuss very much into this. Today now we just check out, maybe here you will have some zeros. இங்கே 000 போட்டோம்னா அங்கே 3 0 வச்சு வரும் வேல்யூஸ். அவ்வளோதான். United Kingdomல you will have 3 decimals for it. So here you will have 3 decimals dot these values. Okay, so So here it's just thing I guess. Product states date. So I'm not sure about this query, but until this now we have KPI queries. So KPI now we have a separate session. So if you want now you can get those videos. If you are running interviews now, KPIs is main thing. So you should take KPIs videos and you can attend interviews on KPIs. On that is SSAS overlook MDX DMX தினேஷ் எடுப்பாரு அப்புறம் KPIs இதை மட்டும் பத்தி மட்டும் பேசினீங்கனாலே like you can get shortlisted, you can get selected easily. It's not a big deal. Any interview attend பண்ணீங்கன்னா select ஆயிருக்கும். Like அந்த மாதிரி தான் approach இருக்கணும் உங்க thinking. So like இவ்வளோ பேசிட்டீங்கனாலே சரியாயிடும். MDX-லயோ DMX queries-லயோ இல்லை KPIs-லயோ இந்த டாபிக்ஸ்லாம் யாருமே பேச மாட்டாங்க. அதை பற்றிலாம் அந்த அளவுக்கு தெரியாது. It will not be aware. So if you are speaking now, you will 100% get shortlisted. So we will discuss more on KPIs on our next session. Okay. So thank you.